Right, hello folks. I'm just going to bring you a quick 1 versus 1 here from, I think it was one of the finals of the Endless G Casual about a month ago. But we'll see what the game is like. But this is more just to say that I'm still here, I'm back. I'm going to apologise in advance just in case the video quality isn't great or if the microphone bugs out. I've just been spending the last hour trying to get the balances right, and my microphone was popping a lot as well, so I hope that all sorts itself out. And I've actually had to change recording software. I've gone from using Action to OBS, so do let me know if the quality is good or not. But anyway, yeah, I am on my new PC now. Hopefully you'll see the graphics up, but if you don't notice that difference, then anyone's none the wiser. Right, so there will be a few metal spots missing here. There's an additional 3 here. There's a couple here that are missing. I think there's one here as well in each of those places that is also missing. So just bear that in mind for the rest of the cast, because PA stats replays do tend to do that. So Legion versus Legion here. We got Qzipco in blue going double bots first, going really aggressive there. Going to have some Peacekeepers and Lancers coming up as soon as possible, I would imagine. Getting a couple of fabs out, which is what you would expect to grab a whole bunch of expansions and mechs that you can. Even a third bot factory there, even with a little safety Patriot just in case any bombers decide to come a knocking, which is a good idea, although on a map the size of Smelter I'm not entirely sure it's necessary at this stage of the game, but better safe than sorry. On the South Pole, however, we have Metapod from MR Clan, getting a similar build, a little bit further behind, however, he's only just getting up his second bot. Again, we can see the Lancers coming out, although more Lancers than Peacekeepers here, so they'll be dishing the damage rather than soaking it, whereas Qzipco, on the other hand, will be soaking while dishing it out there. Hiding the Lancers behind the Peacekeepers is how you want to be, and that is generally the idea of that whole combination there. So, this is Smelter, of course, quite a small map, somewhat laney as well. You've got the one there with 2 mechs on it. You've got the metal around the sides here, and a little choke point there where the lava crevasse comes in. You've got the 4 mechs around the back, and the pocket metal here, I suppose, which is a good place to expand to if you can lock down the expansion, and it is pretty crucial that you do lock down that expansion. Moving around though, looks like Qzipco's going to be coming in through the back, though he has going to contend with a little jackal turret there for what it's worth. So his Peacekeepers should be able to soak up the damage that the Lancers dish out, allowing the Lancers to do that damage to the jackal. So let's just see what happens here. Yeah, look at that. And the jackal not focusing down the Lancers means the Lancers will also pick up that fabricator if they keep chasing as well. They do. That's a nice pickup there, and also destroys the expansion. Metapod now moving out on this lane here with his fabricators. So trying to get some expansion there, but Qzipco go very, very aggressively here. And we saw some of Metapod's units go in there, but were ultimately repelled, and lots of fabricators there, meaning Qzipco wasn't too badly damaged by that. Coming in on the other side though, doing a bit of mechs damage, and Metapod is kind of all over the place on the defensive here. A little bit too slow on that second factory, I feel, and perhaps his composition isn't the best. He does need a lot more Peacekeepers in there to do some soaking. He's moving to T2, so it's not all bad, but Qzipco now in the Eco tab, you can kind of see that he is 1 up, but then again that is because of his expansions. Qzipco's kind of clawing it back in other places, but again, continuing to raid there, just keeping Metapod on the defensive. What will happen here is, well, Metapod will be able to push out on this side. Well, let's see what he'll meet up the top. He'll meet a bunch of similar things. Similar things there. Should be a relatively even fight on this side. What's going on the other side? We've got a couple of investigators set up shop as well, which is good to see, just in case you want to get some extra vision and or radar coverage. And moving to the T2 bots there for Qzipco, a little bit behind Metapod. The question is, will it get to the point where T2 is really a major factor in this game? Metapod finally pushing in though, could do a little bit of damage to this factory here. Will it kill it? No, because there is the commander there. could just go around doing a bit of raiding, and I think that's possibly his best option here, just to avoid the defensive units, keep moving away and around, and he should be okay. There is the Scorpion there, Scarab rather. Scorpion's the T2 vehicles. Semi-defending this mixed field, but not really. Expansion on the other side as well. He's still got Qzipco threatening Metapod in that bottom corner there. But so many fabricators for Qzipco now, really rushing up this factory. They'll be getting out, what are they, Enforcers, aren't they? Oh, it's been a while since I've casted a game of PA. Moving up though, the T2 factory for Metapod is almost finished, which is going to actually bring them back to relatively even Stevens here, although Metapod's still falling behind just a little bit in the economy there. Qzipco not assisting out the Enforcer, Metapod doing so. Moving to an air factory, rather strange decision here, given the builds. Oh wow. Moving in range of the Scarab there, not great. Possibly could have gone around around the back, just continuing to raid there. But look at this, good job here by Metapod, round the back, taking all of these things down. Unfortunately, I don't think he killed off the Fabricator, and that's just going to keep expanding and expanding and expanding. Set and forget, as they say. Got an Enforcer out on 2 now, going to be going around the other side, but doing that is going to leave him very open to attack indeed on this side. Will Metapod be able to scramble enough defences in order to push back against these Enforcers? Because don't forget, on this side these Enforcers have to go through all that expansion and a point defence turret as well, whereas on this side, what do we got? A few Lancers. The Enforcers will kill those things without a second glance. That's going to make Metapod realise, oh, I should be dealing with this side. What he could be doing here, even though he is struggling for economy somewhat, try and pop up perhaps a Decimator in and around these buildings so that he can dish out a good amount of damage. But again, leading with the Enforcer. No. Lead with the Peacekeepers so that the Enforcer does not take the damage, and there is the multiple damage dealer down, meaning Qzipco now has 2 Enforcers versus none on this defensive force. Not great positioning there from Metapod, could have cost him this game. Up goes the Decimator. Will it be done in time? I don't think it will. This here could be the GG. Likely will be. The Enforcers on the top there from Metapod just not fast enough. Commander even having to go against this force now. There are Patriots in there to deal with the bombers too. Down goes the P-Gen, knocking out the Fabricator. Oh, he just survives. That was very fortuitous there for Metapod. Thing is now though, he's on the defensive so much, and he just doesn't have anything to defend. Let's have a look at the army tabs there. Mobile 54 to 32, so Qzipco really does have this in the bag. Unless Metapod can pull off a snipe here, but instead he decides to engage the Scarab. Not what you want to be doing. Down goes the P-Gen field. And that really is the GG there. You won't get the comm snipe with these Enforcers here, because Qzipco will be able to, even if he doesn't want to, he'll be able to shore up some defensive units. Although perhaps it's going to be a bit of a race here. We see Metapod pushing into Qzipco's comm, but equally Metapod's comm needs to be running off here, otherwise he might not get the opportunity again. Qzipco's comm going into face. Will he pop a good Uber Cannon? Yes, he does, and that secures the win for Qzipco. Good Uber Cannon from Metapod, but ultimately not good enough. Ooh, good defences there by Qzipco, and good build and overall unit composition, really. Only going air later on in the game. As Smelter is such a small map, it's just not necessary to go air early on unless you're going for marauders and raiding. Explosions! But yes. So folks, something else I want to say. If you have any replays that you'd like me to take a look at, I can't guarantee that they'll end up on YouTube, but if you think you have a good replay that you want me to cast, send me the PA Stats replay ID. Either in a YouTube private message or an Uber forum private message, or post it on my Uber Forum video thread that I'll probably link down in the description as well, and I'll go and take a look at it. But yeah, I'm still around. Thank you for continuing to subscribe. Sorry for the gap in content while I've been getting my new computer up and running. Just realised I need to sort out my skybox as well. I need to get that back. I have a couple of things to do before then, however. Anyway, until then, thanks for watching, folks. I've been Marshall. Bye for now.